Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction. This one is called WTF Was That? Game Awards Trailer Reactions 2023. Let's see what happens in this video.
If you're anything like me, you were just too busy to sit through the Game Awards this year. But that means now we need to get caught up on all the announcements and trailers that we missed, so I thought it would be fun if we did that together. Most exciting thing for PlayStation 5 gamers is God of War Ragnarok free DLC. It's called Valhalla. I don't know how much is here. I don't know what all there is to do. Hopefully it's going to be good, though. You will find out real soon, though, because it's December 12th. So if you have been putting off playing that New Game Plus that you always wanted to start, and you just didn't do it yet, it's too late. Now you have Valhalla DLC.
New Game Plus? What is this, Final Fantasy 14?
Or maybe you have an excuse to go do it, depending on the type of gamer you are and how much free time you got. But here we go. God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla, absolutely free December 12th. As a retro gamer, I was really excited to see this announcement. This is Sega announcing that they are going through a remake series. And, you know, at first I hated video game remakes because I like the classic retro whatever. But now, this is so exciting to me. Now I love seeing these remakes. Crazy Taxi, Jet Set, Radio, Golden Axe, Shinobi. There's so many Sega titles that I want to see get remade, and I love seeing them do it. And these look good. They really do. We got a much better look at Ninja Theory's Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade 2. This game has had so many names that I can remember at this point. So, but the game looks absolutely fantastic. The first game, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely weird, absolutely bizarre. No spoilers. You can play it for free on a lot of the subscription services, so you should probably play it. And take my advice. I think you'll enjoy that you did. However, here's the sequel, and we got a release date, 2024. This has been hyped for so long now. Can it be as good as we're hoping it'll be? It really looks it. I do think that these graphics look a little bit dated in some minor regards. It just doesn't wow me the way that it used to wow me when I looked at footage from this game. But I don't know. It'll still probably be just as gorgeous as the first one was, if not considerably more so. Then you got this really bizarre trailer for a new Kojima game, you know, Metal Gear Solid, PT. He's going back to horror for this one, which I think is exciting. He's working with Jordan Peele for this one. You know, Kojima's kind of a gaming celebrity, so he gets to work with other celebrities as well. And this trailer, using the Unreal Engine and just showing how cinematic and bizarre this stuff can look. Just, it's hyper realistic, isn't it? It doesn't even look as realistic as hyper-realism. There's no other phrase for it. That face looks just so bizarre to me. It looks too real to be real. But I guess that's kind of what they're going for. I don't know. New horror game by Kojima. Jordan Peele attached. I'm there for it. We're all there for it. Just make it good. We got an official release date for, you know, Black Myth Wukong, made by Game Science, and I don't know how I feel about this game. We got to look at all these cool cutscenes, all these cool settings, all these good bosses, and it looks gorgeous. I'm afraid it's going to be a game that's going to frustrate and irritate the hell out of me to play it, because, you know, I'm not really that good at those Elden Ring, Dark Souls types of games, and this is how it comes across for me. And I do know there's gameplay footage and other stuff out there, but for those of you who are interested in this game, and I'm definitely interested, August 20th, 2024, and I feel like this game should be on everyone's radar, but I'm definitely willing to wait for the reviews, and I'll wait till some of the YouTubers I know play it, because I'm concerned I'll be very, very bad at it. Got another trailer for the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, and when you see the storyline elements in this one, it's really piqued my interest a little bit more. Something about this trailer, parts of it, I think it's the cinematics, they just look so good. And then when it cuts to what looks like gameplay, it doesn't look quite as good and quite as polished to me, which is a shame because they gave a release date here with this trailer, February of 2024. And I just don't know if this game is going to be good. I am so ready to like this game because the concept, the story, all of it is great. It's all going to be in the execution. I'm definitely waiting for the reviews on this one before I even pre-order the night before. I'll wait to see if it comes out in a buggy state because I suspect it will. I want them to get this game right. Please get this game right. What about a Jurassic Park game? What about not just a Jurassic Park game, but a single-player action-adventure Jurassic Park game? I'm there for it. This trailer makes it look really good. I love the original Jurassic Park. Absolutely fantastic. The sequels were absolutely meh. The reboot, absolutely meh for me. But there's plenty of here for a new game, and there's plenty of nods in this trailer to the original old school film. So I'm very hopeful. Hey, at least we'll get something that's Jurassic Park related without Chris Pratt in it. And that would be nice. And by the way, I'm going to vent about Chris Pratt for a little while. I love Chris Pratt. I loved him in Parks and Rec. I love him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I love him. I'm just sick of him, man. There's only so much Chris Pratt that I can handle. And anything that's related to Chris Pratt that no longer has Chris Pratt in, it's great. I miss fat Chris Pratt, if I'm being honest with you. I like action hero Chris Pratt. He's fine. I miss fat Chris Pratt. I don't want him to get fat again or anything, but Parks and Rec Chris Pratt was the funniest Chris Pratt. That's the Chris Pratt where it was at. Anyway, Jurassic Park single-player game. Let's play it. Chris Pratt, please don't get fat again. But if you did, it would be funny. We got an excellent trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And look, either you love Final Fantasy or you don't. Either you love Final Fantasy VII, which is very different from the other ones, or you don't. I do. And the remake for the last stuff was excellent. And there's Cat Safe. There's Red 9. All your favorite characters are back. And this retelling of it. And it's going to be longer and weirder and different. And there's all your favorite summons. And I don't think they can screw this game up compared to the last one. The last one was just perfect, so this one should be pretty damn close to perfect as well. And that's exciting because we got a February 29th, 2024 potential release date, and that's right around the corner. So I'm very sorry to every other game that comes out in February after that. You're screwed because look at this.
Of course.
Oh, God, look at this. We got a little teaser for Marvel's Blade. And I'm just going to be honest with you, I've never been crazy about Blade. I think it's a cool concept for a character. The handful of comics I saw him in didn't really impress me. I liked him in Midnight Suns. Did not really care for him in the original Wesley Snipes films either. This game, I want to like it. It's Marvel. It's Cape stuff. I just don't know if anybody will. No release date. Just, this is, hey, we are making this game. This game is going to happen one day. And I don't know, even this art style from this trailer makes me look like it's, I don't know, it doesn't really look exactly that well polished or cinematic here, but it's early on. This game could turn out to be good. No real hope at the moment. Then there's the trailer for this open world action RPG called The Last Sentinel. And I'll be honest with you, this was actually fairly impressive. Then I did a little bit of research on it and found out that this was being made by old Rockstar devs who left the company. And they're getting to do something completely different from Grand Theft Auto with this. This is different. This is weird. This is unique. Reconstructed Tokyo. Look at all this cyber stuff. And I just, no real release date or anything like that. But as far as first looks go, I feel like this one could turn out to be a real banger considering the talented people that are connected to it. So keep this one on your radar as well. Getting into the weirder stuff now, we got Pony Island 2 Panda Circus. And if you're rolling your eyes at that name, I understand, because I rolled my eyes as well. However, the person that made this game is also the man who made a little game known as Inscription, which, if you have not played Inscription, please play it. You'll be very, very glad that you did. You got to stick with it. keep going. If you're not into card games or whatever, you'll get good at it quickly, I promise you. And then that game is going to weird you out real quick. Keep going past that point. So since he made an inscription, I'm just willing to give him a chance to whatever else he wants to make. And this is the next thing. And boy, does it look real weird too. I just love everything this guy does now. I'll put this on my radar, and I hope you will too. Well, all right. It looks like Matthew McConaughey came out and presented a new game known as Exodus, and the trailer looks, it looks fine. I didn't really blow me away, didn't make me too terribly excited, but this is another game made by old devs who got ousted or quit, and this is made by some of the folks at BioWare who made, some of your favorite BioWare titles like Mass Effect. And, it is interesting to see Rockstar devs leave, BioWare devs leave, and go on and do their own thing. Whenever I see one of these developers leave, I'm always so excited. And then we see so many of these games just kind of not work out. But this one looks very potentially hopeful. If you're into that kind of spacey, Mass Effect-y storytelling RPG, I'm hoping that's what this is. And I really hope they are getting it right. But it is always exciting for me just to see these developers get a second chance, right? Get a second chance to wow us and bring back the magic that we once loved when they were at those other companies. Because, unfortunately, all of these game companies, either they get shut down or they live long enough to see themselves become the villains. EA, Blizzard, Microsoft. Sad to see. Another game by the makers of Dead by Daylight. This is the casting of Frank Stone. And let me say, I love horror films. I'm not crazy about horror games. Something about them just feels too realistic for me, and I get all freaked out because I'm participating in it. I'll play them every once in a while. But Dead by Daylight, one of those asymmetrical thingies where, it's the bad guy versus all.
Yeah, I know Dead by Daylight. I've played that before. It's also on Game Pass on Xbox, so if I wanted to, I could install that.
The same Final Fantasy 13, the Ghostbusters, Evil Dead, all of those different games have had licensed versions of that. So this is a spinoff, though, and I'm interested. I want to see how, because Dead by Daylight, I don't know, I feel like I can't jump into it at this late point, and I never really played it. So much stuff has been added to it and all that business. So this feels like something I could get into. Tentative release date of 2024. We got another, Secrets of Mana game, or what do you call these? The Mana games? I don't know. This is Visions of Mana. The original Secrets of Mana, absolutely groundbreaking back in its day.
Yeah.
The following sequels, the remake,
That one wasn't nice.
I don't know. This is a modern Square Enix game. It could go either way. It's in the Mana series, and that should be enough to keep me interested. And this trailer definitely has me so it'll stay on my radar till the reviews come out. I don't know. It looks kind of weird and clunky to some degrees, but that could also just be the art style. And it's definitely an action RPG, and some of these boss fights look really cool. We'll see. I'm hopeful. You guys remember Skull and Bones when it got announced like in 2018, was it? And, this was just an ill-fated concept to begin with. Everybody loved Assassin's Creed's, boat stuff. And we all said, wouldn't it be great if this was a game all by itself? And then they announced a game that was just that, and that's this, Skull and Bones. And then it's been in development hell for 5 years, 6 years, however long it's been. And this idea has just so much potential. Well, I guess we're going to find out, because we finally got a release date of February 16th, 2024. But I'm just going into this with I feel like they're just finally shoving it out the door. I don't know what happened to this game, and hopefully one day the story will be told. If it turns out to be good, amazing. But if it turns out to be bad, which is what I fear, I feel like they just given up on it and pooped it out just to get it over with. The hype is dead for a long time. Hopefully the story will get told as to what happened to this game. Jason Schreier I'm looking forward to you breaking down the death of this game for us. So there's all of the major trailers and some of the smaller ones that you missed at the Game Awards, or at least if you did watch them, you got my opinions on them. Let me know if you think I'm right about any of them. Let me know if you think I'm wrong about any of them, because I often am. But this is always my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. As always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place.
Alright, well, that pretty much ends this Boogie reaction. Curious what those games will be like. I know Dead by Daylight, because I played that before. And it's on the Game Pass on Xbox, so. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one.